Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a lovely day on, I believe it's the 30th. Yeah, it's the 30th of May. So let's peek up there and look at the temperature real fast. So current temperature is, what do we got here? We have, is about 58 or about 14 C. So as you can see, cloudy. Cell tower pretty much gone. Foggy, cloudy, rainy. It's just it's a very gray day. It's actually been a gray day almost every day this week since I've been back. Fog rolling in. Fun. So we're gonna get everybody fed real fast. It's gonna be a shorter episode today. Me and Lisa's got a lot of chores to do. So I thought I'd handle the feeding everyone today. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that done. I don't know what I'm gonna start off with today. I think we'll start off in the barn, and then we'll go from there. So what are we gonna talk about today? Well, today is my mom's birthday. She is 70 today. So that's pretty cool. That's a cool thing. Let me put you guys right up here so I can get you guys where you need to be. You can see the barn is an absolute mess again today. We're in the process of rearranging some stuff and taking the guys out, but because I had to go up to Ohio to pick up my sister, I was kind of behind on all of that. So still a little behind. And these rainy days, trying to get everything ready for the garden. And these rainy days do not make it easier to get all called up. So I'm starting a new podcast series for those that want to listen and watch. I will be starting at the beginning of June, and we'll be doing 14 episodes. It is called Back Porch Survival Plan. And what we're going to do is, it's kind of like a beginner guide to prepping. Just not scary prepping, but just stuff that you're going to need to survive what is about to happen. Because I don't know if you guys have been having a feeling. I know I have, and even people I know that have no idea and aren't doom and gloomers, aren't preppers, know that something's about to happen. So I believe that it's going to be, I believe it's happening now. We're just not noticing it as much. But I believe that everybody will be noticing by 27. So that's 2 years. So that gives you 2 years. So you have 2 years right now to really get your prep in. And I highly suggest you take a few steps. You don't have to be crazy or anything. You don't have to go, I'm not saying go buy a bunker. You should. I would love to go buy a bunker. But I'm not saying to go out and buy a bunker. I'm not saying to go out and do anything, absolutely crazy. I'm saying, have your pantry set up so that you can have 2 weeks worth of food. Have some backup power. Know where your candles are. Again, this is what we're going to be talking about in that show, is just good general advice. If you live in an area where it storms, if you just have weather. Because weather is going to, weather by itself affects us. Look at Hurricane Helene. I'm all the way here in southern West Virginia, and we still got hit a lot worse than I planned. I'm still shocked with how much damage. And now that it's spring, I can really see where the damage was and see the kind of stuff that's not growing back. And the trees that, the trees that I lost and how that changes my forest and the canopies. It's just one of those. You don't really think a whole lot about it until a season comes through and you realize how much it's actually different. It's just not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Forests are going to change. It opens up new ideas. I got a lot more firewood. As I try to collect all of my wood and all of my firewood, I try to not ever cut down trees. I try to utilize the wood that drops. Now, occasionally, a tree's in the way, or we do need to cut it down, or it's just diseased. In those situations, it's perfectly fine to cut down trees because there are times it makes sense to cut down trees, but in general, I really try not to, because if that tree grows, it's going to drop me branches, and so every time it drops me branches, it's just going to keep growing me free firewood. So a different concept than how most people may view it or look at it. Cheapies. Okay. I was also up in Ohio. When I was up in Ohio visiting my sister, it really was some eye-opening stuff about how much I hate cities. I forgot how much I despise cities. It was pretty interesting. I really don't like them. I mean, there is some interesting things to cities, like some okay perks to them. And part of those perks is, you do have access to lots of stuff. I did get to, eat some food that's been a while, some different things that I can't get down here, which was nice. Let's see one of our baby ducks. One of the baby ducks. Baby duck. He's all a mess. Baby duck. Didn't get those guys up there. So that was nice being up there. It was nice getting to see my sister. I was picking her up because she was coming back from her trip. And my mom also needed to renew her license. So we just did that on our trip as well. We got her license renewed because her birthday was coming up. And it's just, we were out and about anyway, so it's easier to get everything handled all on a nice trip into town and such. Okay, so everybody in here, I got all those guys, 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 got all those guys. So everybody in here is fed. Let's make sure everybody now has water. Water. How are you guys on your water? You guys water good? You guys need some more water. One thing I also like about living in the country is I like being able to prioritize adventures. So, like we were saying, I don't like to head into towns. I like leaving to go see friends, or I like leaving to go do on some fun adventures. But yeah, in general, like leaving the farm is not, I don't know, it's not as fun as it used to be when I was younger. When I was young, man, I like to regularly leave. Sometimes I just, let's just go to the store. Now it's like, do we really have to go to the store? Can I figure out a way to not leave? So, a lot of times that's the big thing we're trying to do, is figure out ways to not leave. That's the one nice thing about this delivery world that we live in. Now, while I can't utilize any of those Uber things, I don't get any of those benefits. it is nice to have UPS and FedEx being able to deliver here now, because I think a lot of you don't know this, but like 5 years ago, even though I've lived here for 20 years, and my house has been here for like 128 years, it wasn't until 5 years ago before I was actually able to get stuff mailed here. So we have a mailing address, but we didn't actually have a mailbox. We had a PO box because the address was considered what was considered in these parts a 911 address. We're getting ready to move this as well. And the 911 address just means that 911 can get here, but you don't actually have a real physical address. So it's just weird. So finally got that all handled after COVID. So that was good. Happy about that. So now I can get stuff mailed here, which is very nice. So if you are new to watching my Let's Feed the Chicken show, and you're wondering why I'm just rambling on and you're just occasionally seeing me come in and out of screen, it's because that is the purpose of this show. You guys are just following me around as I go on my as I do my chores. It's kind of just like a hangout stream with me while I do my chores. If you were, here with me just following me around, it's what it would be like. It is about to rain, guys. It is about to rain. So actually, it is raining, so it's not even about to rain. It is absolutely raining right now. So that's fine. I didn't have, the good news is I didn't see, look at it. Let me see if I can get that. Okay. I didn't have a lot planned for today anyways. Been working on the website and working on some of my classes. I teach basic. I'm kind of the kindergarten to farming. I teach people beginning gardening, beginning homesteading. The idea is I want to make sure that everybody has a really strong, good foundation and not just jump into it all willy-nilly, because a lot of times people jump into it all willy-nilly and don't realize what they don't know. And a lot of the stuff that they don't know is either going to cost them lots of money or lots of hardship. And I know this firsthand because it is what I've did. So when I first moved here from Northeastern Ohio, I moved here 20 years ago, and I was a city kid, and I knew a little bit. Like, I knew how to garden, and I'd raised chickens in the suburbs, so I knew a little few things, but there was a lot more I did not know, and a lot I didn't know. So a lot of mentors around here over 20 years taught me a lot of wonderful tricks, and because I was so thankful of them, and because I'm passionate about teaching people, that's why I decided to start my nonprofit, to teach people so that they can have more control over their own food security as the times they are changing. And we might need to know as many skills as possible. And some of you out there, you had to call a couple times in your life to just get out of the city. Well, if you get out of the city, you're going to have to be a lot more self-sufficient than you initially were in the city, because as much as you might want to live life the same way, you're just not going to, and there's just not as much. There's not as many people. There is not as much to do, good and bad, by the way. Not as many people is nice, but not as many people means if you have a product you want to sell, there's not as many people willing to buy it. And so that means you'll have to utilize some other tools. But it also means you don't got a bunch of people in the way. If you kind of want to be yourself and just kind of want to do your own thing, it makes that very useful and nice. I like people. That's my big issue. Is I like people, but I don't like too many people. So finding that balance and learning how to teach people how to do things. So it's mavispharmacy.com. So it's pharmacy with an F, with the idea that you can make your own medicine, you can heal yourself as a naturopath. I tend to believe people can heal themselves. And so I make personal life choices and life advice that I give folks to help heal themselves. I totally picked a bad time. I thought I should have, my gut instinct. I didn't trust my gut instinct. My gut instinct was to feed everyone outside first and then go to the inside. And I did the exact opposite of that. I fed everyone inside first when it wasn't raining and waited till it was raining to feed everyone outside. Fun, I must say, friends. Fun. But no big deal. It's just a little rain. Just get a little wet. Who doesn't like a little bit of rain? So, it's interesting trying to set the camera in areas. I need to set up camera spots in the yard. I know that sounds silly to some people, but I need camera spots in the yard to be able to just sit the camera up so that when I'm doing chores, I know where the camera's sitting at all times. Kind of like designed areas for the camera so that it's easy to just know which way to look, which way to talk. Uh-oh, I have no idea where I put the lid to that. I found it. Awesome. I did not lose my lid. I am notorious for losing these lids. I'll stick it on now, and then I'll start talking, and I'll forget to, and I'll just put it down because a lot of times when I start talking, I just talk. Just become silly and trying to focus on talking and also making sure I get everybody fed sometimes means that I misplace things. Again, guys, rather misplace things then forget to feed someone. Okay, back to the barn we go. So I've got 2 more bunnies. 2 more bunnies to get food to. And then we're still going to walk out to the garden because I always walk out to the garden, guys. Even if it's raining. I always have to walk out to the garden. I'm going to put you guys right here for just a second. It'd be a little bit more entertaining to watch the ducks than me holding the camera, going in and out, not being able to see what I'm doing. Oh, guys. Whoa, what happened there? What happened? How'd you guys get all twisted? There we go. I don't know how you guys got all spun around and twisted like that. I guess it happens. I just gotta give a little bit of corn and feed to the outside guys while they're chilling out here doing outside things. Okay, you didn't get twisted again. Good, which is good. I don't know why. Don't know why you got twisted last time. All twisted up. I guess we'll put you guys a little bit right here for you guys. Okay, guys, let me put this in and we're going to go out to the garden. Put this stuff right here because it's going to go out to the thing. Okay, so let's go. We're going to walk up to the garden. Just a quick little jolt around the garden. Show you guys what's going on up there. Back the Sylvia path. That's going to need to get cut because it is too heavy. It's obviously damaged by last year's storm. So even though it's raining, the multiflora rose is still in bloom and I can still smell it in the air, which is very nice. It has that beautiful rose bush smell everywhere. Beautiful day. Even though it's gray and rainy and a little chilly, it's still a beautiful day. If you're healthy, you feel pretty good, and nothing crazy's happening, your family, your friend, your loved ones are in good shape, general, call that a pretty good day. So these are my dad's garden spots. So he's putting some tomatoes and potatoes and a few other things on his garden spots over here. So I need to till the rest of this up because we need to put some more stuff there, but the weather keeps not being good. So here is potatoes and peanuts, more tomatoes for my dad. This is where I'm putting my corn. And then this is the just-in-time garden spot where we've got peas growing. I have some peas coming up right here. Got some asparagus over there in my labyrinth. And fruit trees and more fruit trees. And the cemetery. And my TP. And then my fruit trees with my swells, which I need to finish off those swells, but I will get the swells. I will make the swells very swell. Wow, the fog is rolling in, guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can solve this issue. Okay. Man, the fog is getting crazy. Okay. There we go. There's a patch of fog we just went through, and it got the camera all foggy. Had to actually lift up my glasses too. It's weird. Sometimes we go through interesting patches of fog. So, like I said, it's crazy. You can barely see the cell tower. That's how you know it's a crazy fog. So, yeah, it's starting to rain. Well, it's not actually raining. It's the fog, and since I'm walking, it's hitting me in the face. So, anyways, friends, that was really... That's about it. Nothing super exciting today, which I'm happy about because, like I said, slow days are calm days. Calm days are good days. Good days are great days. So stay tuned for my Back Porch Survival Plan podcast, and then we'll be doing as soon as my friends, as soon as we get it organized, we'll be doing another show podcast. We'll be talking about... What will we be talking about? We'll be talking about saving the world. We're going to use common sense. We're going to fix most of the problems of the world. Now, unfortunately, no one's probably going to listen to us, but the idea behind that is put the idea out there in the ether. If you put good ideas out there in the ether, over time, they resonate. Even if people don't hear it, it just kind of puts the energy out there. Lots of good juju out there. You put the good juju out there in the world, and good things happen. And you also document it. So if you ever do have the chance to get into power, you then have a documentation of your plan, and people can listen to it or get a hold of it, or you can remind yourself of it. And you can use it to make awesome things awesome again. But again, guys, just prepare. Hurricane season is going to start soon for those of us in the South. We're still in the midst of tornado season. If you're in the Great Plains or the Dixie Alley, got lots of crazy things happening. The sun's doing its silly things, and we might lose power. And with this influx of temperature going up and down so drastically, that's what causes storms. So you might have a bad thunderstorm and just lose your power, lose your internet for a couple days. So having a backup plan, having a backup to everything. Again, though, if you don't know where to start, pay attention, because we're going to do that. If you're watching this on Rumble, I will be on my Rumble channel. It's called Back Porch Plan. So if you just look up Back Porch Plan, I think it's Back Porch Plan. It's either Back Porch Plan or Back Porch Survival. I don't remember. One of the two is what it is. So, and then I'll have actually a whole website for the podcast as well for those that want to, because again, I just want to help. I want to make sure that we all thrive in what's about to come, because there is no reason to be afraid of the future. There's no reason to be afraid of doom and gloom. So as a white-pilled doomer, I'm hopeful that even though the craziest events can happen in the world, and even though life can be crazy, we can make lemonade out of it. We can make tasty lemonade too. And if we share the lemonade with everybody around us and share how to make lemonade, then you, me, and everyone, we will all have a better chance of optimum survival and wonderful, awesome, great lifeness. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe. It'd be cool if you did. And I will see you guys all probably tomorrow. Stock. Adios. How about now? Okay, great. So I thought I would jump in here, give a little follow-up. Yeah, thanks, guys, for jumping in. I do want to make sure, because it's very important, guys. One of the key things that is important for me is I came in here and we had a nice cup of coffee ready. So, guys, if you still haven't tried 1775 coffee, guys, now is your shot. Guys, they are dropping a special starter kit. They're only making 1,000. Only making 1,000 of these units. Guys, you get a bold dark roast. Guys, it hits hard. You get a smooth medium roast or their mushroom coffee, which is clean energy, laser focus, guys, without the crash. Guys, it's all single origin, small batch, toxin free, mold free, just awesome coffee. Plus, you also get this gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. Guys, it has a frother strong enough to stir up your coffee. Guys, in all of your mother-in-law's political opinions. And it's black 1775 tumbler that says, I don't take life advice or caffeine from woke sea witches. Guys, it's $170 worth of coffee and gear, yours for only $99. Guys, this is the one. This is for all of you guys that's been wondering if 1775 coffee is worth it because you've seen it blow up everywhere. Guys, it really is. Guys, go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something. Guys, just like Rumble does. Start your day with coffee that actually believes in something. Commercial. Over. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming, hanging out, all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to head out of here now. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will try to jump on again tomorrow, and I will see you guys then. We might be playing some games tonight, so go check us out at GGX if you're here on Rumble, or if you're on any place else. If you're here on X Factor Firefly, this is where all the magic happens. Anyways, guys, hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys again all rather soon. Adios.